to compare a heyday with maybe a time of uncertainty, given that you were, the top person, so high ranking as the president of Warner Brothers Animation, given that the current state of Warner Brothers Animation, we've got at least two cancelled Scooby Doo movies and the whole Discovery merger. What's your whole take on that side of things that's going on now?
Well, you know, it hasn't been over the last couple of decades a smooth ride from a corporate perspective for what was Warner Brothers when I was there, then became when AT&T purchased it Warner Media, and now when it's been merged into and controlled by Discovery. I think it's called Warner Brothers Discovery, so, or WBD.
Mhm.
So it's been a rocky road with these acquisitions and mergers. And of course, that's felt in the titles and in the product coming from the company. It's a great company with a long legacy, and I hope that when things settle down in the current merged company, that there will be a continuation of the quality of animation that it has been known for. And I hope that there will be, again, bold initiatives in producing new shows based on original ideas of great creators, young and old, and that the legacy titles, including Scooby Doo and Tom Jerry and Looney Tunes, will continue to have new great iterations and shows. In the meantime, at this point, as the company has been cutting back to meet its promises to Wall Street and to prop up the stock price and to do many things that relate more to accounting and taxation than they do to great creativity. It's going to be a bit of a rough patch, and we'll see what happens on the other side. But the company's been around for 100 years. I'm sure it will be for another 100 years. And I hope one of the things that they're known for in the second century of existence is the great animation that has come from them after this merger and acquisition.
And a lot of these projects, as you say, they're being written off for tax purposes. Has this happened in your experience a lot before, or is this kind of a new thing that's happened as a result of this merger?
Well, I think it's a pretty common thing to happen when companies are acquired and merged. You have costs that are related to the acquisition or to the merger. You are able to write them off from a tax perspective. And then also there are tax advantages to trimming down the business consolidation and to cleaning up the books as much as possible. Now, I'm not familiar with all of the iterations of that or how it works specifically because I never took a taxation course in my life and I'm not a CPA, but it's a pretty common thing to happen. And this I think, transition that they're going through might be of particular note because the amount of savings that was promised to Wall Street by the Discovery management was, I think, along the lines of $3.5 billion within a couple of years, and that's a lot of money. And you don't get to those kind of savings and those kind of write-offs without letting a lot of people go, letting leases go, perhaps selling some real estate. It's a Herculean task. So this one is noticeable because of the large commitment made to shed a lot of costs, but this too will pass, and in future years that'll be behind it, and we'll see what the company does from then. That'll be up to the management to make a go of it, to make the company successful, and to proceed with hopefully again creativity leading the studio more than finance and taxation considerations.